What up? It's your boy Akie, checking in here with another video. So in this video, this very short video, just giving you guys a little bit of a update in terms of what the deal flow is looking like. I know last time we talked about a DealMachine deal going through in terms of just getting it under contract and things like that, and the market, or my buyer should I say, did not react the way I expected them to. I originally expected that thing to fly off the shelf just because it's a duplex in a great part of town, and it really didn't. And I think that's for a couple reasons. Number one, I really underestimated the amount of repairs it needed. I had another partner go in there and look at the repairs that it needed, and I already got a reduction at first, because the way I got the reduction initially was I went in there, and the first day we went in there, you know, we had some great rapport built, and then we went ahead and initially signed a contract, and the next day, you know, I thought it over and I was like, damn, like, this property is not going to fly off the shelf if I want to make 10 to 15K. You know, ARV of it was 80K, and I got under contract for 46.5, and I really think this property would do maybe 100 on the MLS, maybe 110 on the MLS easily. This is something that makes around $1,300 a month, $1,300 to $1,350 a month, you know, when everything's updated. And just my buyers list, or the people that I have in my network, aren't really looking to put that much into a rental that is not going to be income producing right off the bat. The people that are renting out one side of it are only paying $300 a month, and that's just due to the actual landlord who owns it right now just being friends with the people that are living in there. So what I tried to do yesterday was actually get another reduction, and it didn't turn out so good, and that's just due to me not doing my numbers right. First off, man, you know, I've been doing this stuff 2 years, and it's still times where you get properties under contract where you get it a little too high, and that's just due to doing things at a level to where you're trying to get multiple contracts in a month, and that's okay. But sometimes some deals don't go through, so I'll give you guys an update in terms of what goes on with this DealMachine deal. I have been using DealMachine for other parts of my business in terms of just not necessarily to skip trace, but just going through whenever I'm driving through neighborhoods, just seeing if other properties are vacant, and if they look like they are potential deals, obviously I put it in there. But that's what's going on with that. On another note, I have several other deals. There's one deal that I have coming through Carrot that is going to be a contract later on this week. Great deal. ARV on it is about 180, getting it under contract for 65. I'm probably going to do a wholesale on it to where I take it down, put it on the MLS. That's pretty cool. And then another one as well, where it's in a great part of town. It's in the city right next to my city, and it is an ARV of around 150. It's a brick ranch, and I'm getting under contract for 87. Now, this property only needs cosmetic stuff, and what I'm going to do with that one is I'm going to do another hotel, and we'll see what we can do with that one. But what this video is entailed to really just tell you guys is that not everything is all sunshine and rainbows, because the deal that I had on DealMachine is probably going to be something that probably a deal I'm probably going to lose, just because of the lack of doing the numbers right, man. Probably going to lose that one. I'm going to do my best to, you know, the rapport was great, but in terms of it make sense for me, I'm not going to do all this work not to make anything, or even a little bit. So I'll see what we can do with that one. Right now I'm just heading somewhere to get something to eat, and I figured I'd shoot a video. Today I went on an appointment that was very interesting. You know, the appointment was only about 20 minutes. A lot of people say that you should be in the house for about 2 or 3 hours, but man, I've been going on appointments more now than I have in the past whole year, really. I've been doing a lot of stuff over the phone, you know, kind of following that trend where people say, oh, my bad guys, do things over the phone. And I'm doing this just because I want to, I want it more than the next man. I know a lot of people are following that trend where doing it over the phone. How do you separate yourself from what other people are doing? When other people are zigging, you gotta zag. And I tell you, a lot of the people that I'm talking to now saying that they're getting a lot of the same calls, but these guys aren't willing to, I mean, you think that it's kind of counterintuitive. It makes common sense, but it doesn't make sense. A lot of people are seeing all these people saying do the over the phone thing, and that is really turning a lot of these sellers off. And when I'm going out to the appointment, I'm building better rapport, because what do you know? I'm building better rapport because I'm actually right there in front of them. So, I mean, there's a time and place for everything. I'm not saying I'm going to do that for every single appointment, but when it makes sense, when I have the time, I'm going to do it. And still working on things in my business in terms of trying to get a acquisitions manager. That's really one of my weak points right now. I thought I was going to have that covered this year, but this year has been a year of growth. I've done a lot more business this year than I have, all 2 years. I mean, both of I haven't been in the business 10 years, but the other 2 years that I've been in it, combined already, and looking like I'm going to end up with 25 to 30 deals total, which was my goal, which is pretty dope. And my revenue goal was going to be hit easily. So yeah, it really is a blessing to be able to take you guys along the journey with me, and it's a blessing to be able to just record what I'm doing on a consistent basis. And what that allows, this is weird, what this allows me to do is, this is really weird, tight squeeze over here on this street. What it allows me to do is be able to look back, look at growth, allows you guys to be able to relate to a guy that's in the business just like you, and it's giving you guys a sense of real expectations of what you can do. Maybe you can do more than me. Maybe you can just get one deal. But at the end of the day, you know that people are out here, and if you're in my market, you know that people in your market is getting it in, for lack of a better term. There's a lot of people in this business that have been in the business a lot longer than me in my market that are, I want to say, in a scarcity mindset, to where they're scared to share information, or they're scared to say what's going on just due to judgment, or they think that the information that they have isn't already on every other podcast out there. For instance, people were putting out Bandit Signs before me, and then people stopped for like a year straight, and that's really where I crushed it with Bandit Signs, where I was the only person in my market for a minute. I was putting out Bandit Signs, and I guess people saw to where nobody else was putting out Bandit Signs but this one color sign with this one particular phone number, that if this guy's putting out Bandit Signs every month, these Bandit Signs got to be working, damn it. And now even the bigger players in my market are putting out Bandit Signs, and that's okay. I'm getting less deals per Bandit Sign, but you know what, I've made tens of thousands of dollars, probably at this point over 6 figures with Bandit Signs, just due to consistency and not being in a scarcity mindset where I'm putting out Bandit Signs, and as soon as I see other people put out Bandit Signs, I stop doing it, because everybody, like, I used to be that guy to where I used to feel like if other people are doing it, I don't want to do it. Now, in some aspects of my business, I do diversify, but in terms of that, it all comes down to consistency and being able to do it more consistently than the next man. This is weird. I see a guy in a wheelchair crossing the street and pointing. All right, so really short update video. Yeah, that's the Gary, bro. This dude is crossing the street in a wheelchair. All right, yeah, he better than me. All right, guys, quick update video. Talk to you in the next video. Peace.